How you doing, YouTubers? Jerry here. I just got another email on this ArcXT programming software, and the guy said his scanner for Chester County would not operate properly. He said he couldn't hear anything. So let me see what I can do to help you out on that. Okay, we'll open the software for ArcXT. Um, Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now once you get, hang on a second. Okay, now once you get the ArcXT software up there, go ahead and download everything, just like you normally would. Get your frequencies and everything to come up on screen. Let me go the right way here. Okay, now right here. Okay, now the guy said he lives in Oxford Borough and he's having a problem picking up the control channels on his scanner. Okay, now the only way to do this, well, not the only way, but Oxford Borough is going to be the west control site, so that's going to be right here. Apparently, he's got the east and central in there also. Then you're going to want to go over here and check all these, whatever you want in your scanner, just whatever. I only have specific talk groups in there because I do the online feed. But he lives in the west. He lives in Oxford Borough. Okay, and yeah, you're gonna just want to check the west. You don't have to do, you don't have to do the east and central. On the 700 megahertz and 800 megahertz, 700 is going to be the west, 800 megahertz is going to be the east and central. They dispatch, they put out the same data on both. So whatever the east and central is receiving, that's what the west is also for the control channels. So it doesn't really matter which control site you use. The only thing is, being in Oxford Borough, the east and the central, you're not going to be able to pick that up. That only goes out through a specific range. And yeah, just do the west. Leave the central out of there. That's how I have mine set up, and I'm in Parksburg. I tried doing the east and the central, even with my antenna outside. It's pretty high and everything. I still couldn't receive the control channels for it. But anyway, just do the west if you live in the west. If you live in Malvern, just do the east and the central. If you live in Westchester, do the east and the central. Don't do the west. If you live in the west, do the west. If you live in the east, do the east. If you live in the central, do the east and central. Just like that. Otherwise, when you're looking at your display, it's going to say looking for control channel, and that's because you can't receive this. So just do the west. So this guy lives in Oxford Borough, so I'm just going to do the west right now. So you import this to over here. Okay, and there it is. And that's the west. That's going to be all the 700 megahertz west frequencies that you need. That's all you got the program in there. Now, the reason you should just do it by the software here instead of trying to program it yourself is because you're going to need all these. I know I did this other program too. I think I left the video on YouTube about it. You're going to have to program all these talk group numbers in here. And they go on and on. That's just for the police. Now for the fire, it's the same thing. You have to put all this in here. All this information. And if you want to take the time and put all that in there, you can very well do that. But I would rather just let the computer software do it. And you can go in here and edit. You can edit the alpha tag talk groups and everything. Like if you don't want it to say East PD Dispatch, you could just click on this. Back it up like this and take that out just so it says East PD. I mean, you can do however you want to. For the fire and EMS, I did edit all this here, and I took the FD out because that's all it is. I did it like that, I space that, hit enter. So it puts it in as East Ops 1 because they don't use, they don't say go to East FD Ops 2. They say go to East Ops 1. So that's how I put it. So that's how mine looks right there. And that's this right here that's marked in my scanner. Just so there's no confusion. But anyway, back to the east and the west. Yeah, if you live in Coatesville, use the west. Actually, I should say if you live from, I guess, Downingtown to, I'll say to the border of Lancaster, use the west. If you live in Downingtown over to Westchester, use the east and the central. That's the best way to do it. And just follow that, and north and south basically for the same situation. If you live in Pottstown Borough, probably use the east and the central. Oxford Borough, that's south, so you'd use the west. So just program the one talk group. I mean, the one talk group. I'm sorry, the one control site. That's all you need. Or otherwise, on your scanner display, it's going to say searching for control channel or scanning for control channel, however it says it. Mine's continuous. It just stays. I'll let you see real quick. Mine just stays just like that at all times, and it's scanning.
21.3.
And as you can see, this picks right up.
21.3. They committed there.
And it talks. You know what I mean? So
That's right.
that's all you need. That's all I have is the West Tower programmed in there. The West Control Center. Or the West Control. That's it. I don't have the East and the West in there. And I'll let you see right here. Actually, I changed it. That's the system. The site would say West right there. I put Chester County in there. If I scroll down to my set frequencies, there's all my 700 megahertz. I don't have no 800 in there at all. But again, it's dispatching the same. It's putting out the same thing. And my hold time is at 0. That's so it's scanning for that control channel continuously. It's not trying to hold on anything. Location info for my area. I have all that set. My range, I have for 25 miles. GPS, well, actually it's turned off right now, but yeah. GPS don't really matter anyway, I guess, unless you have it in your car. But anyway, it's just staying right on that same control channel at all times. It's not moving off of there. Now, if I was in, like, I don't know, Downingtown Borough, I could probably get the East and Central and West, and then it would just bounce around between two control channels. I don't want to do that because it gets all, you know, flustered right there and everything. So I leave it at the 700. That's it. All right, YouTubers, have a nice day.